Yeah, I think we can hear me now. Okay, sorry about that. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 game development live stream where we're back in our Gas Course project, an action RPG built from scratch using Unreal Engine 5, the gameplay ability system plugin, blueprints, C++, all that good stuff. So last time we were on, we were dealing with a bug. We're going to have to keep fighting with this bug because I haven't really debugged it in any sort of way. But it seems like our ability costs are being applied twice. And we're seeing it with all the abilities. So I did have a breakpoint. Let me go ahead and just bypass the breakpoint for a second. As we know, we have our resource bar at the bottom. And every time I'm using an ability, it seems like the cost is being activated twice. So it's basically doubling each time. So just to confirm what we're dealing with. We have our ability cost main. And the ability cost is 2 at the moment. But I believe if we use our ability system debug, we should be able... whoops. We got press 3. So we have some attributes. Yeah, for some reason it's giving me that possessed window, which is annoying. Let me... I don't know why that stays up. Okay, it went away. Is it because I'm... Yeah, not the target. I'm not sure what this other window is that's showing up on the screen. Because it's blocking a good amount of things. Okay, so we have our attributes. Let me see. So resource regeneration rate. Max resource 100. Do we have my current resource? Yeah, current resource. There you go. So if we remember, it was 2, but every time I attack, it is paid twice. So right now the current resource is 96, 92, 88. So we gotta figure out why. And honestly, I don't know why. So that's gonna be our goal. So my assumption is every time I activate the ability, like the ability itself is being added twice. And I think, is it because this thing has, so it's not re-trigger instant stability. Like, I'm not sure why it's getting added twice. So we're going to, let's assume we get this hit. It's on input triggered. Right? So let's see if that gets hit twice. Okay, so this keeps getting hit like that. So let me hit this breakpoint here instead. Now let's just press left click. So input press back handles. We have 1. So that's good. Oops. So let's go back up here. Let's activate it. So if it's valid, right? What's the ability here? Yes, the equipment ability example. So it says it's true. Is it active? No. Which is good. So for some reason, I'm not sure what the activation policy here is on that. Let me look. Okay, so while input active, which it's not. So good, we're not there, obviously. So let's go here. So abilities to activate. There's only one. So process all abilities that had their input released this frame. So what does ability spec input release do? That's really it. Okay. I'm not 100% sure. So if I don't release, do I get this issue? So current resource 84, I'm gonna just click. Okay, so not even releasing it, I get the cost to be 4. And essentially, from my understanding, let's go to our ability. Instant. There's check cost and there's apply cost. So I assume apply cost is going to get hit twice, right? So I click. It's 1. And then 2. And then done. Do it again. So player state, player character, and that's all where that comes from. And it all comes from commit ability and commit execute. There's activate ability, commit ability. And then super commit. So I got, is it because I'm broadcasting this? Maybe that's why. Okay, hold on. Let's see if this was actually the problem. Because like on ability commit delegate.broadcast. So can I say maybe, so bool recommit equals false, or for the sake of testing, let me just remove this. Let's recompile. So maybe the fact that I am telling it to commit ability in order to broadcast that, I don't know what I was thinking there. Let's see what happens. We'll see if we'll fix that. Trying to find a good track playlist here for us to listen to. Hopefully this is the vibe. I hope this is the issue, honestly. What else is on our to-do list? Assuming we got this fixed pretty quickly. I know there's a couple things we want to do with this resource. Mainly it's to just use one kind of ability cost gameplay effect. That way we can control it universally. And yeah, mana regeneration as well. Yeah, we got a lot to do if this happens to fix it on the first try. There is Tranak documentation about cost gameplay effect and how to make it reusable, I guess, just so we don't have to create X amount of gameplay effects. We can just create the one and we pass in just a float value. Okay. Ah, my eye. Okay. Moment of truth. Yes, current resource 98, 96, 94. Okay, so now it's reducing it by 2. So we got our answer. But I do wonder, can I... Does this uncommittability thing here, what is this? Okay, so it's just a bool. So that should fix the problem. Let's do a hot reload this time. And then we can move on, which is great. We got Lola in the background. I don't know how well you can see her. She's probably out of camera view. She's making noises, but she's cute. So we forgive it. We forgive the noises because we love her. And sorry, the quality of my camera freezing just because the game is compiling. I kind of stutter, so my bad. Okay, so let's just double check. Yeah, so that looks all well and good. Let me just do it one more time and let's get the debug up here. Should be at 98. Yes. Okay, so all good. It's all good, baby. Oh no, I didn't mean to reset. Those all windows. Toggle. Does it stay open? No. Okay. So yeah, let's make this universal gameplay effect work for our cost. So in our base ability, so Gas Course gameplay ability, he says we should make an F-scalable float parameter. So we can do that. Generate a comment using AI, of course. Public, these are these things, these are functions. Protected, so probably something like this. View property, blueprint, read only, edit anywhere. Oh, okay, they made a category for me. I don't need to make this a meta. So gas course ability, cost, I guess. F scalable float. Let's call it ability cost. Okay. Now I have to create an MMC. So let's go to tools, new C++ class. I think I have to make the window smaller. Oops. Tools, new C++. It's not called an MMC, is it? Okay, it is. So gameplay mod calculation class. So I call it GASC underscore MMC. So GASC underscore MMC ability cost. That should work. Game ability system. Is this not under gameplay ability system? It's under systems. Then there's damage, data, targeting, viewport HUD. I have to see where I'm putting this one. So there should be MMC somewhere, right? GASC and MMC. So it's under gameplay effect. Okay, I can do that. Let's go ahead and create that class. And then I literally just need to override the calculate base magnitude implementation. Okay, let's go into the header file. I don't know if it's public or not. Let's just try. And then we're gonna do I forget the syntax. I haven't coded in a while. Virtual override. No, virtual calculate base implementation. Blah blah blah. Bing bang boom. Generate code. Definitions. Then we gotta say const. New gas course gameplay ability. Ability equals cast new gas course gameplay ability. Boom boom boom. Spec dot get context dot get ability. Does it just get ability? This thing says get ability instance not replicated. Is that a thing? Not sure what the difference is between that. But okay, we'll keep it. So we're gonna wrap this in an if. So return 0.0f. Then otherwise return ability. Ability cost. Okay, so I made it protected. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I can make a function. Okay, it knows exactly what I want. Cool. Get value at level. Ability. Get ability level. So that should be enough in theory. We can generate documentation with AI, of course. Our most fun thing ever. And I think that's it. We just gotta now set up the gameplay effect. Now we'll see if that compiles. If this works, then yeah, all we have to do then is update the main ability source gameplay effect to use this MCC. Then we could probably create a gameplay effect table. Probably what I'd want to do is, because I don't know if I want the cost to be represented as a negative value within the data table, you know? Like, I would rather the numbers be, you know, positive numbers like 2, 10, or whatever, but they are subtracted. So we're just gonna have to see what that would look like. We can add the -1 coefficient, so that should be easy enough. So I'm not too worried. All right, we're at 95%. We're locked in. Let's go ahead, open up that gameplay effect. It's open already. For the sake of testing, let's go to cost. Let's make it 5. Maybe I should put this actually under costs, just so they're both in the same place, and it'll make it more readable. We'll see. So we gotta do modifier, no, scalable float. We want to do a custom calculation class. Ability cost, coefficient -1. So we should, in theory, be able to see that we're getting the number 5 when we're casting. So let's see what happens. Let's let all the data load up. You know, the fact that this breakpoint even got hit is a miracle in and of itself. Okay. Seems correct. Let's just get... Is there a cost on ignore costs? Or does this one work? So ignore costs doesn't work. So that's one problem. We gotta fix that too. We want to make sure these debugs will work, of course. So make sure ignore costs debug works. Just writing that down in my notes. So current resource 100, 95, 90. Okay, perfect. We know that it works. Hip hip hooray. Now I need to do a couple things. So we want to change. I guess this can be a U function as well. Blueprint. Pure. So what is the... So it's under costs. Let's look at the base class here. And we're looking for cost gameplay effect class. Not that one. Cost gameplay effect class. So category, it says costs. So now I guess we can say costs. Category, cost, yeah, blah, 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 all good. We also need to make sure that we're properly gating the cost when we have ignore cost set to true. I don't know why that doesn't just work out of the box. And now writer is kind of frozen, so we'll try to let it recover. Oh, we try to figure this out. Maybe I can do a Google search. Oh yeah, I can't use the AI assistant because it's in writer and writer is frozen. So UE5 ignore ability cost does not work. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Can't ignore cost gameplay effect by tag. Someone has actually on the forums has said gameplay ability firing twice does not use cost gameplay effect. So someone said, as an update, if anyone is having similar problems, I saw this issue of abilities firing twice. You can use the command show debug ability system. And the next category command for that debug in the list on the third page shows duplicates of each ability. This meant they were being activated twice. Okay. Interesting that other people have found that as a problem. Okay, so things were covered in writer. Now they're frozen again. This PC is struggling. So we have viewability system globals. Ignore system cooldowns. Yeah, B, ignore ability system costs. We gotta find where that is once writer will give me permission to interact with it again. Ryder, please. Don't be this way. Feels like half of the time I'm streaming, I'm struggling with the tech to not freeze. So now we just gotta sit here, ponder life, ask what did we do to deserve this? Because I remember this was happening. This happened last time too. I don't know. I restarted my PC since then. I haven't really even used it for like the last week. Oh, okay. Well, it's interesting. It lets me shrink. Ryder. And then when I open it, it's like, no. I wonder what's causing it to behave this way. Okay. So let's find the ignore ability system costs. So UE deprecated 5.3. There's that. Pool should ignore costs. Okay, do we use that anywhere? There is a gameplay ability. Now, Ryder has frozen again. Yeah, yep. This is what it looks like. Just asking why. So let me minimize Ryder and open it back up, and we'll wait to see when it will let me interact with it again. Hopefully it's not going to be this long. This is upsetting. Oh boy. No! Okay. So it happens in can activate ability. So if should ignore costs. So we kind of have to check from this breakpoint, I guess. Yeah, life recently, yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I had a good weekend, just overall tired, and, you know, work is work, enjoying it. It's a lot to do. I gained a lot of weight, and I'm upset about that. I'm trying to lose weight. I've just been lazy. Definitely got to do some walking after this stream. While I watch, I don't know if you watched that show, it's pretty good. Have I ever made a mobile game, or do you know how to? I guess technically it was a mobile game, but for all intents and purposes, I'll say no, I haven't. There's a lot of resources online on how to make a mobile game. Shouldn't be too bad to find some more information. Depends on the type of mobile game you want to do. Obviously, like mobile games, they might be 3D, but you might need to use Paper 2D or just general shapes. I'm sure there's tons of tutorials if you look it up. Severance, watched it and it's excellent. All right, good. I haven't watched the episode 3. I'm going to watch that tonight while I do some walking. Really pumped for it. My girlfriend doesn't like it, which makes me upset just because, I want to watch stuff with her, but it is what it is, I'll enjoy it. But also in gas course ability here. So under commit ability, we go here, commit execute, apply cost, and then there's this. So I feel like maybe like in here is where it should be applied. Is there applied cost in here? There is. I feel like I should wrap this around that like ignore costs thing. I just don't know why. I don't know where that breakpoint went. Crap. Well, it should get hit. So let's turn on cooldown, ignore cooldowns. Yeah, we got a breakpoint here. So it doesn't really get hit. Which is interesting. So, and check cost. So under commit check, there's also this. So I feel like this needs to be done here. So if not, ability system globals dot should ignore costs. So it should be something like that. Let's see if that does anything. I'm trying to make a marathon Bungie type game while I wait, but I'm so new, I'm just lost. So honestly, if you're new to the whole thing, I would recommend reducing the scope of what you're trying to make, or at least break it down to different chunks so you kind of understand, you can grasp what you're trying to make. So if you know the genre, then you kind of want to work on, at the very least, getting a character spawning and kind of moving around how you'd imagine. And you just kind of keep adding layers and refactoring as you see fit as you're adding these layers. Going in brand new and trying to do everything at once is a little difficult. It's not impossible, but just to make yourself understand things better, it'd be best to kind of break it down piece by piece. All right, let's see if ignore costs works now. Yes. Awesome. Now we have also ignore cooldown. So yeah, ignore cooldown. I guess technically works. But not in a way that makes sense here. So I think there is also like apply cooldown or something to that effect, right? There's check cost. Now, is there apply cooldown? I really gotta just wrap that around. So if not, something to that effect would make sense there. Let's do a recompile there, or hot reload, if you will. And then we kind of got just back on track what we were doing earlier. Let's go back to my to-do list. Okay, that recompiled much faster. Let's just be sure. Okay, so that didn't really work. Do these other classes kind of not super these things? Oh, do I have to? I gotta turn it back on, I think. So I don't know for dodges if we should have the ignore cooldown be applied to this as well. But let's see. 2, yeah, so we can do that. Yeah, it would be interesting to have ignore cooldown affect the dodges as well. So there's the stacking, stackability. Try apply ability stacking. So I think in this case as well, let's go to our stacking. So this is, we can't find the attributes. If the current stack is order stack fail, else, maybe wrap it like that. And I guess I don't need this comment. Maybe that's valid. Let's hot reload that and see what happens. Would you recommend Unreal Engine or Unity? I was also thinking maybe since it's my first time creating a game, I could make Roblox game. What do you think? I would say yeah. For your first game, try to use anything that you want. Roblox, valid. Unity, valid. Unreal, valid. You just gotta think about the scope and what you're trying to learn, what you're trying to produce. I'm sure Unity has amazing resources to make this kind of game. And I think Unity's a little more mobile friendly, at least from my experience. Hey Captain Price, how you doing? I'm doing good. Chilling, back on a Monday. Right now we're working on making sure these ability system globals, like ignoring cooldowns and ignoring cost work. We're wrapping up. So yeah, ignore cooldowns will now, let me dodge infinitely, which is good. And we have stamina cost, this green bar. which is good. And we use a single magnitude calculation class. Now I need to make a new table for this purpose. Is it CT underscore? Yeah, curve. So let's see. Show in folder view. So we got data, gameplay effects, ability cost. Where are these other tables at? So curve tables, ability, cooldown. Okay, we'll make cost. So miscellaneous, curve table, linear. Let's just take a name here. So curve, ability, cost. Oh, you also updated running animation? I don't think I updated the running animation. It's always been the same. So here's our ability cost. So also, how are we? Let's just make sure our naming is the same. So let's copy. So ability.example dot equipment dot ability dot 0. So ability 01 dot cost. We'll say 5. And then the next one we name, we'll do instant. Oh my god, really? So example dot instant dot ability dot cost 10, for example. I don't know, feels more smooth. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take any perceptible improvements to how this game is looking or running. Let's keep going here. So add a curve, rename, and we'll say ability dot duration dot ability dot cost. And then there's the what's the last one called? Aimcast, I think. So duration example, they get like 10, and then this aimcast one, make it like 50 or something. Now we should be able to then start this back to 1, use curve table. Curve ability cost, and then we got equipment ability cost like that. So now it should still function the same. I should lose 5. And then ignoring costs should ignore the cost, which it does. Aw shit, Codebreaker is back. Jump scares me with C++ templates. That does scare me, I have no idea. Long time no see, glad you're back, glad you're hanging out. Hope all is well. Okay, so we should be able to go into all our different abilities now. So aimcast example. Ability cost up here. So use curve table, ability cost, aimcast, ability. Is there just a cost main? Yes. So let's see how the ability cost looks like here. It shouldn't happen instantly. It should only happen when I confirm. Okay, hold on. I gotta not ignore costs, I guess. I saw you got yourself a new position on LinkedIn. Oh yeah, I've been with CD Projekt for like 2.5 years, but I just recently became expert gameplay designer like a few months ago. But yeah, all new. Super exciting. Okay, so for aim casting, doesn't look like we're using the costs. So we gotta figure that out. It could be that I'm just not committing it. So auto commit ability on activate. There is commit ability. Aimcast. Is there anything unique going on with committability? I'm still working on my C++ reflection tool. Nice. How's that going? Okay, so committability doesn't seem to work. Let's just see if I were to say auto commit ability on activate. Will I get the cost spent then? Okay, no, it just goes immediately into cooldown. Okay. Now, so I do get to the cost. Everything is there. Pretty well, to be honest, but template instantiation is a nightmare. No idea, man. But I know you can do it. I have to do commit ability cost. I do wonder why I'm calling those things like that. Yeah, so cost is just not doing it. Okay. Weird. Do I get to the MMC, I wonder? Gameplay effect, MMC, ability cost. Let's just dump here. Okay. So it gets called twice, but we don't see a reflection of that in the UI. I had some basic member reflection so far, integrates fairly well with the IDE and takes some inspiration in terms of syntax from Unreal Engine, but my tool is like a plugin of the compiler. Yes, I'm hacking the compiler. That emits code during compilation for runtime type information. Dude, over my head. Explain that to me like I'm 5. You missed using blueprints? Yeah. Me know. So what could be going on here? So you got an ability cost. And the cost gameplay effect. It costs 50. I need to log this value as well. Log ability system component. Warning. Text. Ability cost value at level. Let's see if that compiles. No, it doesn't. So get value at level. So it is a float. Do I not need to do that? Okay. Let's find out. Okay, I think we have log spam. We're gonna have to fix that. Can I filter? Let's just see what happens. I'm gonna press 3. I'm gonna just use it. So warning, yeah, ability cost at level 50. Seems right. So what is the difference? So G, so cost, gameplay, effect, class. We know that's getting executed. Cost main, current resource. Let's see if the I am GUI reflects this as well. It just doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like it's going. So we do commit cost, commit ability cooldown. Oh, writer has shit its pants. Out of 10, how would you rate Unreal Engine 5 in terms of features, UI, stability? Like, in terms of stability, I would give it like a 7. Just in the context of like when we're trying to use new tech and stuff, there's still a lot of problems, like crashes, a lot of confusing behaviors. UI, I give it like a 9, but it might be just biased because I've been using it for over a decade, so I'm just kind of used to it. But you know, looking at how Godot looks, looking at how Unity looks, I still think Unreal has the best UI. And in terms of features, I think I'll give it like a 9, maybe an 8. But there's like features that I never use, and I don't know if that just means like I'm not good, or if it doesn't matter, or if there's something maybe more important. But yeah, overall, like I think the engine's like a solid like 8 out of 10. Now I gotta figure out this problem. Why the ability cost isn't happening. 'Cause, yeah, this affects the cost, but the other one doesn't. There's ignore cooldowns, check cooldowns. Also, good old I am GUI. Gotta love it. Yeah. We use it a lot. I found a decent plugin that works pretty well with the ability system with I am GUI. Gives you a lot of information. What do I miss from UE4? Nothing really, honestly. Like the leap from UE4 to UE5 wasn't as big in terms of the tools that I use. Like obviously Blueprints got a little bit better. Gas got better, but just like as an engine, not much had changed, in my opinion. But I gotta figure out why. I also gotta make sure, so the coefficient, additive value to attribute calculation added before, after, final lookup curve. I gotta make sure I have a multiplier, so this like coefficient. I don't know if I need to, sounds cool, mind sharing the plugin. No, I don't mind sharing it. I gotta just remember what it's called. Yeah, I'll send it a link in the chat. It's called Cog, I believe. Sure. Yep. Oops. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm misclicking everywhere. Hold on. There you go. So what is it? Is this like, can I just do committability? Why am I doing commit cooldown as well? Let me get rid of this window. Okay. So committability should do something. Now, if I were to example, not use a curve. If I were to make this like 10, does that make a difference? No. Let me duplicate this, make it like test. Committability commits both cost and cooldown as far as I remember. Yeah, you're absolutely right, it does. I just gotta see why why the attribute is not being affected correctly. Because yeah, this should be minus 50. Yeah, it's not happening for one reason or the other. It is for this ability, you know, we're minusing 5 each time. Then we don't have any more. Can't use the ability. Obviously, we're gonna have like some sort of regeneration. But until then, yeah, we're fucked. I think it only works with addition and multiplication as well. I remember redoing a comment on their code that they assumed that only a given scenario would work. Yeah, I'm doing addition, like I'm doing negative 50, for example, but you know, with the default one, I'm using my own mod calculation class, which, you know, just takes the value from the ability and then, you know, passes it through. Like, does this fail for some reason? No. So we have, there's the instant one. That's not this one. We got the stacked one. We got the aim cast one. So there's commit ability, commit execute, apply cooldown, end ability, fallback stuff, blah, 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 rule authority. So, okay, there's apply cost. So this is probably what the problem is. Used to determine if the ability to actually hit a target, as some costs are only spent on successful attempts. Okay, so this is where the problem is. But what's interesting, I don't know why I added this. This fails immediately, I guess. I think I copied and pasted this code from somewhere, honestly, because I don't know what it does. So I think it just fails immediately. So honestly, I want to apply cost no matter what. I think this is just not good code for myself. So I think we can literally just do this. Oh, wait. No, yeah, this auto shit. Yeah, let's not do that. That seems super redundant. So I'm creating a lambda but never calling it. Smart me, I guess. Maybe, I guess I copied and pasted or something like that. So let me see. Gas. Aim target ability. I'm trying to remember where I got this code from. Now you probably didn't misread it. I'm definitely not doing something correct. Trying to find the resource. It was from a specific place. So you're creating an anonymous function and storing it, but never calling it. I just want to see where I got this code from. I can't remember. No. You should be able to just invoke it right after or get rid of the whole lambda situation altogether. Like I don't even know if I need to do this anymore, because this is assuming I want to only apply the cost if I had a target within the area, and I don't care about that. So I should be able to just do that and be happy with it. So let's see what happens now. I wish I could find the resource that I referenced. Maybe it's in my blog. I should be properly citing some of these things. I hope I did. Just for my own sake. I guess I didn't. Damn it. Well, that passed. Let's just see if that worked. Yes. Oh. Alright, so cool. That's fixed. Let's get rid of some of this testing crap that I made. Good. We don't need this either. Ability. So basically, if I were to cancel this, it doesn't put up the cost, which is good. I think I need to add some UI that says, hey, you know, E to confirm, T to what's the term? Confirm and cancel. So let's go ahead and do the duration example. Ability cost. Let's go to cost. Yeah, I have to get rid of the test. Cost test. Delete. Thank you. Curve table cost. Duration. So yeah, your applied cost was basically just storing something in a variable and never actually applying any cost. Oopsie. Classic me. So let's make sure this is still work. Yes, and then duration is this one. I wonder if I need to make, like, because there's this duration one. Like, I wonder if it should have like a cost and then like a continuous cost at some tick interval until it goes into cooldown, and then you can kind of stop it at any time. I'm not sure. And then yeah, this one needs it as well. Instant example. Cost, select curve, instant, cost, main. Okay, so that worked. And yeah, we have callbacks, ability on cooldown. Probably need to give that warning message an outline. So ability cooldown. Do I have a UI? UI message. Yeah, gameplay messages. Should be an outline. Two. What? Usually a sprint ability is done that way, basically taking small stamina cost until released or out of stamina. Yeah, I don't know if I want, like, I don't know if sprinting makes sense for my game or not. You know, you move kind of fast. But yeah, hold on. This ability cooldown, this outline thing is just nonsense, okay? I think it's because of the animation, show message, right? And it does the color, so I don't know if I want to do that, but I'll have to fix that eventually. And then we have callbacks for cost, and we have little shakes at the bottom. But yeah, we need to add callback events for when you're trying to activate with no stamina or resource, whatever you end up calling it. So we'll probably have to do that next time. We're already an hour and 18 in. So let me just update my to-do list. I'm glad we figured out the original bug where the cost was happening twice. I'm glad we got that done. I'm glad we were able to make some data for the costs and making sure our default abilities are working in the way we want. We made sure that ignore costs and ignore cooldowns work correctly. So yeah, next one, on-screen UI for out of mana. I'm just gonna rename mana to resource. I also need to add a laser beam. Maybe it would be interesting to have like a charged version of this ability where, you know, you hold it down and he charges. I also gotta fix the rotation that happens. Like he should kind of snap rotation to him, or use motion warp. It was a decently productive day, yeah, for sure. I gotta remember what I need to write down. So I need to make sure I can have, because I want to have gameplay mechanics that allow me to essentially ignore costs. So I want to have maybe ability cost multiplier attribute, so I can dynamically increase or decrease costs. I want to so gameplay tag, I guess. Gameplay tag to ignore ability costs. And then I gotta do resource regeneration. We already have attributes for like regen value and resource regen delay. So we have to make that kind of happen. I think I have to do it with the gameplay effect and stuff. You could use the immunity tags on the cost effect. Definitely. That's what I did for like duration. I believe. Like there's the GE duration removal. We remove all effects that give duration and cost, so we can have basically, like you're saying, like immunity. There should be an immunity one if I'm not mistaken. So ability stack immunity, burn immunity, cooldown. Yeah, it was cooldown immunity. So we had that. So we could do the same exact thing. You're absolutely right there. So let me make sure I don't forget that. Use immunity within gameplay effects. Cool. So we're all kosher there. So that's a good amount to do for tomorrow. Oh yeah, for ability cost. You know, we have the on-screen UI for when something's in cooldown. So again, for example, I try activating this instant one again. We have both the little icon on the bottom, kind of doing like a red jump, and then ability on cooldown. So I would want to have something similar. I don't know if it needs to be identical. Maybe it's okay that it would be identical. And I'll just say, you know, ability, not enough resource or something like that. So I'll have to see, but I think that's a good amount that we can get done tomorrow. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Codebreaker. I appreciate it. A long time no see. I hope you take care of yourself. We'll be back again tomorrow, so hopefully you'll stop by. So yeah, that's where I'm going to end it for today, I believe. I think we got enough done. We should be happy with what we accomplished. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. If you're watching on Twitch and you haven't followed me here, make sure to follow me. If you're on YouTube watching me, make sure to subscribe. Anyone following me and watching on TikTok, follow me there as well. Until tomorrow, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.